Says it's going live.
Does a different. Oh, look at that. We're super pasty white now. Nope, that did nothing. Whoa. Whoa. No, no, no.
Live 10/27/19.
There. That's better, right?
Yeah. Well, that's a shitty thumbnail.
It's okay. Doesn't matter. You can change it later.
Maybe.
We have to talk about things. Remember?
Well, there's nobody here yet.
So we can just talk to each other. So that we're interesting when they come in and they don't see two noobs going, we're waiting for friends.
Let's see if anybody comes in.
No. It's a Sunday morning.
Spider couple, say something. Hello.
Hello. Well, you gotta spell it right. Hello, friends. Yay! We said something to ourselves.
Hello, friends.
So
I'm talking to you.
Oh, thank
Hello,
you.
friend.
Hello. Oh, hello. We actually have a friend.
Hey, there's Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
Is it snowing in Southern California today? Probably not. It's snowing here. It's crappy. Today's the first day of snow. You do. Thank you.
We haven't put any videos out for a while, so
we've been really
we thought we better do a live
slacking.
and explain our situation.
Our situation is life sucks.
Life just don't suck. It's just
well,
busy.
it's busy, very busy. Oh, jerk.
What is it here today? 30?
Something stupid and snowy?
It's snowing.
Yeah.
Snowing outside.
No, I don't like snowing. I like 98 and ocean. I grew up in Northern California, so my oceans are a little bit colder than yours.
Southern California. That's where we should move there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can afford that. Good idea.
All right, so we can't afford that.
Hey, can you hear us okay, Kevin, or are we like mumbling? Oh, that's right. My dad still lives in California, and he, a couple years ago, when you guys had the massive floods in Northern California and the Mendocino like washed out, and then all the fires. Okay, good. Thanks for the feedback on the hearing. Anya kept saying, California is burning.
We have to do all our lives down in the basement, so it kind of...
It's cool.
Dark.
Yes.
Izzy's coming down. Or Anya.
Yes. No, it's Mariah.
Get out of camera.
Yes, she did, and she said she cannot do it today. Okay. So sorry. So sorry. That was our kids who are not allowed to be on camera.
They're foster kids.
Yeah.
So they're not allowed to be
not allowed to be on camera. She just wanted to know if her friend could come and play. I said no. So let's talk about something. What should we talk about?
I thought you wanted to talk about obligations.
Oh, that's right. Oh, thank you. Well, I try to use cool music. The thing with music is that a lot of the things that we like Static X and heavy metal and stuff, Slipknot, lots of Slipknot, or the EDM music that we like to listen to, most of it we can't use because everybody has copyright crap on it, and it makes it difficult to put the music that works with our style really well because half of it's gone. We found a couple of people that are pretty good about it, like Tiesto doesn't have a lot of copyright stuff. So
who's that other one that doesn't have any copyrights?
John Jarvis doesn't have any copyrights, and I love him. So okay, so I had a question for all of us in here, and I kind of wanted to discuss it with Corbin because I think it is an interesting question, and it has to do with obligation. At what point do you as a YouTuber allow your videos to make you feel a certain way? By what I mean by that is
not feel a certain way. It's
feel obligated.
We haven't put a video out in 2 weeks, and it's not because we don't want to. It's just we've been so busy with work.
We have other obligations that have to do with real life rather than a hobby.
So you get after about 2 weeks, you're thinking, "Oh shit, I got to put out a video because people are expecting it."
Right. We have fans.
Well, we have 300
we have people that watch our videos for whatever reason. They like us,
People that we consider friends,
we're dorks, or they're friends
over the time. So putting out these videos or doing collaborations. So at what point do you
feel obligated? Okay, I haven't put out a video because my real life is in the way. Do I need to hurry up and just put something together? And it doesn't matter if it's a crappy video because does quality matter over quantity? Not according to analytics. So
the analytics likes quantity. So if we do one video a month and it's quality, is that better than 10 videos a month that suck?
That are in the basement with crappy lighting and you can't see us, and I have no spiders down here.
This one doesn't count. Cold. This isn't live.
Well, I know, but if I did a live video every day, it would show that I was putting out a video every day. And is this kind of quantity or this kind of quality of video okay if I have lots of it? Or is it better to have like one really good video you put out every once a week or whatever? And so that's a hard thing because especially once you monetize, yeah, I subscribe to a whole bunch of channels too, and some of them are pumping out stuff,
some of them do
all the time, daily things. And I'm not saying that their content is bad. I'm saying that if I did it every day, my content would suck, because look at this.
It would at least suffer.
This is garbage. I mean, nobody wants to watch this because we're not cool enough.
You're not cool.
Well, that's whatever.
I'm scared.
I'm not cool, so nobody wants to watch me. Well, yeah, but my point is, Kevin, my content is usually not this garbage that we're doing right now. So you have come to expect a certain level of quality.
If we put out a video every day that was garbage, would you still watch? Or would you rather us put out a video every 2 weeks or 3 weeks that's good?
That's always a tricky thing, because
I'm curious to know, just because I would like to eventually, I mean, we don't do it for monetization, but I would like to eventually get to that point where I have that many subscribers that I could. So would you rather have quality or quantity?
And you know what? It doesn't even matter what you want, because what matters is what the analytics say. And well, yeah, it's live, which is why we look like, I mean, I just got out of the shower and we're drinking wine in the basement. So it's not going to look super great.
And what is it? 3 in the afternoon?
At 3:20 in the afternoon, because it's a Sunday. We can drink wine in the basement if we want. It's not even really a debatable question, because it was more like
we were talking
about it, and it was
thought we'd
interesting.
get somebody else's opinion.
See, I would like quality over quantity as well. I mean, when I see, like, if I see a video from certain individuals, I know it's going to be a good quality video. It's going to give me information that I
like this
probably don't have.
We'll show this off.
And then, yeah, like Tarantula Collection.
Awesome channel.
Right. So I watch their videos right away. Now, if those same people put out maybe not so detailed video every day, I would still watch, but I wouldn't be as excited and happy about it. Look, this is in my face. I don't like it.
Cursor.
No, I don't. It's like pointing out my nose. I don't like it.
I don't think the cursor shows on the live, does it?
I don't know, but it was up my nose, and I don't need it up my nose. So we just talk about weird stuff like that. Usually we watched a really cool thing on geography, a really good documentary, and it was very interesting.
What does that have to do with this topic?
Because when we were watching it, the topic of quantity over quality?
Right.
Oh, I switched the topics, and now I'm talking about spiders.
Oh.
Did I not mention that?
You went to geology, not spiders.
Well, I was getting to the spiders part.
Okay.
So I was thinking about all of the evolution dependent on the geography and the different plate tectonics and things. And it was very interesting, because I was thinking of how there's all of these different, for example, different species of brachypelma, and then depending on where they live, you have brachypelma vagans, and you have brachypelma abibulosum, and they all look a little bit different, and it's always because of geographic location, which I think is really interesting. I don't even know why I'm talking about evolution, but it just
popped in your head.
Yeah, it was interesting to me. So I like to share my interests with all of you fans that don't exist.
Hey, torpedoes.
Woohoo! Hello.
And we appreciate that you watch all our videos, Kevin.
Yeah, we really
think
do.
that's awesome. It's very awesome.
It's very flattering. Because
I don't think I'd want to watch myself.
I don't think I'd want to watch myself either. Sorry, like I said, I just got out of the shower and I'm trying to dry my hair before I braid it. Because look, I just shaved and so I've got Velcro head. Ugh, obnoxious. Like I can't even get it off my scalp. What the hell? So I'm trying to dry it a little bit because there's too much of it. It's in my way. That had nothing to do with spiders either. Sorry. What would you like to talk about? Let's not be boring idiots.
Ask torpedoes the same question.
Okay. Torpedoes, would you rather have quantity over quality or the other way around in a video?
Like if you were to watch our channel, would you rather us do 1 video a month that's really good or 10 videos a month that are kind of shitty?
Like this. In the basement drinking wine.
Yeah, torpedoes is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Very awesome. So we were just debating that whether you as a YouTuber, at what point do you start feeling obligated? Like, okay, I now have to incorporate my video making into my real life obligations because I feel like my fans will be disappointed if I'm not, or you feel like, okay, now I'm monetized and I have to, this is part of my job description now, if you have work ethic. But then how do you balance your actual real life obligations with your YouTube obligations? And sometimes real life has to take priority over the amount of quality videos that you put out.
I think the only reason we're bringing this up is because it's been like 3 weeks since we've actually had the time to do anything. We haven't put a video out in at least 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, and then the video that we did put out,
we have a whole
really
bunch of footage. We just haven't had time to put it together.
Yeah, so I'm always videoing and I'm always thinking of really new and cool things that I might want to do. It's just putting it together that is sometimes more difficult since I don't have the time or I have other obligations that has to come first, such as family, Kevin. And torpedoes, I do like watching people's videos, and some of the people I watch is because they're friends, and so it doesn't matter if they're putting out shitty videos. I like them, the videos, and I watch them because I want to support my friends. I like
them personally too.
And I like them personally. So then there are other people's videos that I watch because of the quality of their video, because it tells me something new, or because I'm learning something, or because it's entertaining and it makes me laugh, or, you know, if I like a channel like that. Tom. Yeah, like Tom Moran. I love Tom Moran. I'm such a fangirl. I'm like freaky about it because
you have a crush on Tom.
I totally do. I totally do.
He probably doesn't know that.
I'm such a super fangirl. I'm always like, oh my God, Tom Moran, I have to watch his videos. And, you know, obviously nobody's fangirling over me, but
I fangirl over you.
Oh, shut up. That's because you like me. Yeah, so I love Tom's videos and I watch them even if I'm not quite as interested in the well, even if I'm not quite as interested in the content of that particular video, I will watch it because
she's infatuated with Tom.
God, you make me sound like a stalker freak or something. I'm not. I just really like Tom.
I just know her. Videos. I know how she is.
Whatever. So, yeah, my kids are always like, "Are you watching Tom Moran?" I'm like, "Yes." Leave me alone. Of course I am. I have to go. Then they try to show me pictures of the hot boys, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, but they're like 15.
You're showing me pictures of children. I cannot comment because they're children. Take it away. So what does this have to do with what I was talking about? You're getting me off on a tangent. Nothing. So obviously people are not fangirling over me, but at what point do I feel obligated to them? Do I feel like I have to, yeah. So I'm the same way. I like people's videos because either I'm their friend or and I want to support them personally, or I like their content, or like I'm sure sometimes I just find random videos. Like when I was in my crocheting phase, I was looking at different crocheting videos all the time. So then it started recommending them to me. And I was like, no, I don't care. I don't need to know all of these things.
I like Dark Den too.
But I like Dark Den too. And there are, and when I say me, I have a different channel than he does. We do Spider Couple together, but I don't want to. Mine is personally what is going to attract my attention, like the crochet thing. So I don't want to muck it up with.
You don't have any videos on your channel, though, do you?
No. No.
Yours is just your own.
Yeah, it's just for my own viewing entertainment. So it's like videos on how to do hair, and videos on how to crochet, and videos on spiders.
You need to figure out what to do with this?
Yes. God, stop it. Leave it alone.
It's too much. Too much of it.
So I've come to the conclusion that when I've decided I'm done with the length of this hair, I'm just going to chop it like short and then spike it in a mohawk. Got maybe that right?
No, I think we should all revolt
and color it. Maybe color it pink and green. That'd be cool. I like interesting hairdos.
So you guys watch our videos. What particular videos do you like that we do? We've done like
feeding videos,
or the Ask an Expert video. Sorry, I'm getting a little tipsy. Ask an Expert video where I was an idiot, and then we have
just us being.
See, revolt.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to. I can't live with the Velcro forever. Right. I like interview videos as well. I like hearing different people's opinions about certain
My experience
topics.
with interview videos, I've done a collaboration with Amy, and I've had a few videos on other people's channels like Princess Pink, and I sent one to Ian about like favorite enclosures. But I've had really shit luck trying to get anybody to do collaborations, except for people that I have a relationship with, like Amy of Pet Rock and Roll.
And that isn't
awesome.
That isn't to say either that they're necessarily obligated to help us.
No,
either.
They're not obligated to help, but it takes time to do that kind of thing, and it's hard to get people to participate
because real life gets in the way.
Yeah, it's hard to do that because producing a video for somebody else to put on their channel or producing a video for your own channel both take time.
Right.
Which I agree. I love doing collaborations. I've just had very bad luck getting people to participate with me.
Well, I don't even know about that. It also takes a lot of time and effort to coordinate that kind of thing. So if you are trying to get several different people to answer, Princess Sophie Pink does a really good job of this. A really good job. She has a good really good fan base, and so she does a couple of really excellent series where she does interviews and stuff. I agree. And I agree with you, Kevin.
Subscribers will make it easier.
And
we're at like think 350. Right
yeah,
now.
Which is we're not whining that nobody watches us.
No, 350 is great. For the amount of time we've been on YouTube, I can't complain about 350. 350 is awesome.
Right, and we were just wondering people's opinions on the question of the day, because the other thing that I think is difficult is that you have to have new and interesting ideas.
I know we're Spider Couple.
Of course I am. Duh, I got out of the shower.
Check this out. This is our new shirt.
So yeah, cool. God, what was I saying?
No, I fucked up the camera. Sorry. You're not supposed to say that word on camera.
I'm drinking too much wine. God, what did I say? Oh, well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. But coming up with because we can't do a feeding video first of all, you don't feed them every day, so you can't put out a feeding video unless you do
once
like,
a week, though. But
yeah, but really, how many times can you watch the same spiders eating? And then it's dependent on if you get good footage or not, because if you get shitty footage, then it doesn't matter if you're feeding them. Like, even if you put all your spiders on a feeding schedule, and
exactly. I have.
I know, I'm
I have
really
a
bad
bad
at it.
mouth.
I do too.
I have to edit that out of all my videos because it's constant every
it's
other
me
word.
over there going. And I work with government people, and so it's really bad for me because I say the F word all the time.
Oh,
and
she F-bombs worse
then
than I do.
the caseworkers and stuff are like, "You're swearing around children," and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, you're right, no swearing around children." So anyway, that's not the point. New videos, new content is the point. That's what I was talking about. You're distracting me with your swearing. So
maybe we do like a feeding video every 2 weeks on a Wednesday or something, and then we just do random stuff
like this.
Not like this.
Yeah, we've actually done a couple of those. We have
We have a local shop that we go to.
Yeah, there are about 4 different pet stores near us within like an hour radius. And actually there's more than that then, if we're going south too. There's maybe 5 or 6. Yeah, if we're going about an hour out from us. And we did it on our 2 favorite ones. Our best one that we absolutely love is down the street. And we've done a couple of videos in her store simply because she allows it. And because she knows us, and we walk in and say, "Hi, Esther, what new spiders do you have? And can we look at them?" And she lets us go. And
plus, we like her pet store because she takes
clean.
care of the spiders. She understands the spiders.
She understands them. She doesn't put.
She houses them correctly.
Doesn't put.
All of them are well taken care of, and she's not just bringing crap in and
keeping them in tiny little deli cups and just.
We've been to so many pet stores that they have Goliath, like
blondies wild caught
in a cup
blondies in a cup, and they can't even move, and they're just crunched up. They don't even have room to put their legs out. They're just.
Some of our spiders are rescues from pet stores like that.
It's terrible because I go in and I feel like I need to save these poor spiders from these people who are obviously not interested in the welfare of them as animals, but are just using them as profit, which I understand that whole, I understand the whole thing of profit margin and stuff, but not when you're using.
You gotta care for your animals.
Not when you're using live creatures. I mean, even though they are arthropods and they don't have a developed brain like we understand humans to, they're still little living creatures.
You still have, they have basic needs.
And they have basic needs, and you can't cram a tea blondie into a stupid deli cup that's half the size and expect it to.
Or put a cobalt blue on glass with no substrate at all.
Or rocks.
And a water dish. You just can't do that.
That's unfair.
I realize that if it burrows, you can't show it off. But if somebody's going to buy a cobalt blue, they should know what they're buying anyway.
Yeah, you don't want a 7-year-old kid coming in and his mommy buying him a cereal pagopus because it's pretty. That's just setting your kid up to get tagged.
Or lose interest and get rid of it.
Yeah. So this is a whole other topic of whether or not ethics, animal ethics, and whether or not if you're going to be selling animals or dealing in animals, you have to take classes to make sure you're not being an idiot. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, clearly. So
we ramble a lot. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we do. Well, that's okay.
So, any subject you guys want to talk about?
Well, we're gonna have to go soon. I gotta go make lunch.
I know, but they may have a question.
Do you have a question? I will answer questions. No questions.
Just give them time to type.
No, I don't. I want immediate responses. I expect instant gratification. The interwebs has taught me I am entitled to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. I agree.
You have to put them in little deli cups for shows.
I totally understand that. Same with her. I get it. You're gonna put the animal in a cage, a temporary enclosure. I'm not saying your real world obligations, torpedoes, has to interfere with our live. You don't need to apologize.
Stop feeding your shit and watch it.
Stop doing your normal life things and pay attention to our stupid questions.
We just got a jumping spider.
I know we got a Phidippus audax, and I love her.
It's the cutest thing ever.
I just play with her all the time, and
But she's so tiny. She's hard to get on film. We want to put her on a video, but she is really hard to film.
Tiny.
But she's teeny.
So cute. Just a very little baby. I want so many more. I love the Phidippus. And we
have 3 Latrodectus now.
Yeah. And I have, well, 2 of them are, 2 of the Latrodectus are juveniles, and 1 is a tiny baby. It must be like maybe 3rd, 4th instar.
Hey, it's Pet Rock.
Hello.
Hey, Amy.
How you doing, Amy? Oh, God, how did you get so lucky? I've been trying to find an audax forever, and then one of these pet stores that we were just talking about had they bred her, and they had a sale, so I got one for $10 because I was very nervous about keeping her. I was afraid I was going to kill her. Or, I've never had a Phidippus that I've kept, so I just wanted to try with 1. But I want to go back and get more now because she's adorable. So cute. I just love her. And if she turns out to be a girl, I would really like to breed her. Hello. How you doing, Nick? So our Latrodectus is our one of the little tiny one.
Subscribed to all the best channels.
It's because he's got good taste, yeah.
Right.
So the little tiniest Latrodectus, Anya actually found it in a plant outside, and she's like, "Mommy, look at this cute spider. What is it?" And I said, "It's a Latrodectus," and she immediately started going, "Oh no, it's a Latrodectus." I was like, "Shut up! It's not gonna bite you, dork."
Where are you from, Torpedoes?
Because we are in Utah,
which we have,
and they are local here as well.
Oh,
no, we're talking.
Well, the Latrodectus here.
Yeah, he's talking about the Phidippus, and I don't know that we have. I've seen the Phidippus audax here, but not very often. And the ones that we have more are the, God, I don't know their name. They're the little zebra stripy ones.
Oh, there's tons of those.
They're all over, but they're very small. And I've caught those. I catch those all the time, but I don't ever keep them because I feel bad taking spiders out of their natural environment, unless, like the little tiny Latrodectus, I saved them because one was outside and it was going to die because it just started snowing.
Oh, yeah, it's snowing today.
Stupid snow. And the other one, aren't they? They're super, super cute. The other one I found at my work, and they were going to kill her, so I grabbed it. I'm looking up the tiny, what's their names? They're so cute.
Excuse me. Before we actually started collecting spiders or tarantulas, we found a Phidippus that was probably the size of a dime.
Yeah.
It was living in one of our light fixtures. And we just let it live there, of course, because we didn't mind it. But it was huge. This thing was massive, and it had like an emerald green on it, right?
Oh, no, it was his eyes.
Its
eyes were emerald green. They're so pretty. Okay, so...
And ever since then, ever since we've wanted to find one, we can't find one.
So the zebra back spider is called Salticus scenicus. Scencius.
You can see this.
And,
oh, you can kind of see it. Not really.
And they're all over the place here. But I finally got the Phidippus audax, and I'm super excited. And then I save all the Latrodectus. And, oh, good. Yeah, I am very interested. You hit me up in spring, and I will help you take those off your hands very much.
You'll help them take them off.
Yes. Yes, I will. I'm also trying to get a Sicarius. There's a pet store close to us that said, I saw them at the last expo and said, hey, the guy was telling me he deals in true spiders. And so I was looking for a couple of true spiders, and I said, can you get me a Sicarius? And he said,
we've been looking for one of those for years.
Forever. like seriously forever. It's like the #1 spider I want. So if anybody knows about Sicarius or where I can get one.
Well, you can get them in the UK, right?
Yeah, but you can't find them here.
For some reason, you can't get them here.
And I've looked and nobody has them available.
Maybe Amy would know about that.
And I just really want a Sicarius because I think they're super adorable and very cute. And I love them. And I will play with it and pet it and give it loves.
You can't do that. Put it in your shirt.
Put it in my shirt. I wish I could. That'd be a very bad idea with the Sicarius. That's
a reference to The Expert.
They all know that. They're not stupid. They watch your videos.
They may not have watched that one.
What golden one? A golden jumping spider or a golden like orb weaver? Because I want an orb weaver too.
Just take up they need so much space.
I know, but I don't care. Yeah, I want to go. Right now we have all of the Aphonopelma iodeus migration going on, and so we go outside and try to look for them once in a while. I don't think we would ever take one home because we just bought the Chalcodes.
The Chalcodes, yeah.
But the iodeus are the ones that come around here, and I don't want to upset the normal.
I'm trying to catch up with Amy.
Again.
What do we got now? 36?
6?
I think she's still beating us.
She is. Amy always beats us.
With the amount of spiders.
Yes, with the amount of pets.
We're neck and neck.
We'll get there eventually. So I don't know, maybe we collect them, but I mean, I'm certainly collecting Lactrodectus. So what am I worried about? Oh, I did that. Was interesting. So I was always taught when you go outside in nature, you don't hurt the trees and you don't touch the rocks and you don't disturb what's already there. And we were watching this geology thing and everybody's going out there and bashing rocks and then taking them home and drilling holes in them. And I was like, oh my God, you're hurting the rocks. And then I was like, they're rocks. I think it's okay. I don't know why I referenced that. I just thought it was interesting where my thoughts go of it's rocks. They can be smashed and it'll be all right. So, you guys, what is the #1 species on your list right now? Because mine is Sicarius, and I'm never going to get it.
We'll get it eventually.
But in terms of tarantulas, do we have it? Oh, yes, I do. An H pulchripes, Harpectra pulchripes. I already have its name.
You also want a blondie, don't you?
No, I want a sturmy.
Sturmy.
We don't have any sturmies. So I want a Theraposis sturmy, and I want a Harpectra pulchripes. But the H pulchripes is my #1. And its name will be Ichigo. Ah!
Not fair.
You jerk. That's unfair. I want a sturmy rather than a blondie, not because I don't like blondies or because I like the sturmies better, but because a lot of the blondies in my area are wild caught, and I don't want to support wild caught. So in the sturmies in my area are all captive bred, so that's why I want a sturmy first. I don't know that kind. I have to look it up. Hold on. Be interesting while I'm looking this up.
I need more wine.
Tell one of the children to get it for you. No, don't do that.
They can't touch it.
Minotheli.
Is Amy still here? Amy, are you still here?
Oh, that's very pretty. I want one of those too.
I want to see.
No, you spelled it right. That's
gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Oh my God. Yes, I totally want one of those now. So thanks for that.
Does everyone want to see? That's a pretty spider.
Oh, our Instagram is crap. I'm sorry, you do the Instagram. Our Instagram is amazing.
I don't have time.
I don't have time to do things.
Shut up.
Yeah. Your Petco has one?
Petco.
God, how come your Petco is cool? Our Petco sucks.
I got to.
Here's your wine.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. He'll be. How did your Petco get one? I want more true spiders. So we've only got the 3 Latrodectus and the Phidippus audax. So I really want to get like Argiope or super giant. Oh, see, that makes more sense. I was just thinking you were really crappy at spelling Petco, the store, because I'm a jerk like that. But I want super true spiders, and I can't find them. Nobody wants to sell actual true spiders. I don't know if people think they're not as cool, because some of the ogre face spider, I think, what is it, Stenopes? Oh,
got it.
Deinopes. Deinopide? Yeah, Deinopus. They're very cute. Ah, sorry, why are you pushing me? I'm too large for this.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about true spiders and how I thought Torpedoes was a really crappy speller when he told me that Petco has one. But he doesn't mean Petco the store. He means Petco from Dark Den.
Duh.
And so then I was an idiot and admitted it on camera. Stupid.
And this is going to be posted. You saying you're an idiot.
That's all right. Are you going to use it against me?
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to go get some wine too.
Shirt. So we just started a store. We don't have any links to it though, so nobody can buy from us yet.
Yeah, good.
If you want a shirt.
Nobody cares.
So which ones are heavy webbers? What are we talking about? So does anyone in here have a Sicarius? I would love to get one of those. So the next video we're doing, which we filmed today, is going to be, has anyone had mold problems with any kind of, is it the coconut fiber? Because our cobalt blue formed a mold all over the front of her cage. So we had to rehouse her today, which was a nightmare. And but we got it all on film. Hopefully it's good footage, and we'll put that out soon. Kevin, you have no tarantulas? Oh, you definitely got to get at least one. Get like a Rosie or a red rum or something like that. Very easy to take care of. You've gotten mold torpedoes in that enclosure? Now, are you using mostly the coconut fiber, or are you mixing it? We're getting to a point where we might just get rid of coconut fiber altogether. It is very convenient, but we've had mold problems. This is the second time with the cobalt that we've had mold.
Are you still being entertaining?
I'm talking about mold.
Mold. I hate mold. Mold is the bane of my existence. Stupid mold.
Do you know Biodude? Is
No.
Biodude what is Biodude?
I don't know.
Is that a type of substrate?
Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. And Kevin, you should get some teas because
Right? He has none.
they are the most best pets ever. And I love them. Ouch. So there are a bunch of praying mantises outside, and all the little neighborhood kids have been collecting them. And God, look at this Velcro. So I've been trying to show them how to do their enclosures and things, just so that they don't kill the poor creatures before. Just out of the poor praying mantises. But I'd like to get more inverts, like just actual inverts, maybe some orchid mantids and some assassin beetles and a millipede. I want to do a cool bio enclosure with African millipedes and maybe a communal. God, sorry, I'm not used to my head being so velcro-y.
His website, is it just biodude.com?
Noxious.
Yeah, we'll have to check.
Yeah, I totally will.
I was telling him we're just having problems with the coconut fiber.
Yeah,
we usually mix it with
usually
other
it's been
substrate,
okay. We haven't had any problems until like
the cobalt
recently.
Twice we've had this issue.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that her substrate never dries out.
We have to keep it deep and somewhat moist. So
yeah, she's had a couple issues. The funny thing was though,
every time we have to rehouse her, she gets pissed, and then she has like a tantrum for 2 weeks.
She's having a tantrum.
She'll sit on the ceiling or the side for weeks, like throwing a full-blown tantrum, and then she'll finally burrow.
Yeah, and we even started burrows for her to be like, look, we're sorry we ripped up your house. Go over here. You can have a nice new house.
Well, this time not only did she get mold, but she got these little like fruit flies. She has a piece of dried wood in there, and the fruit flies, she just got like tons of fruit flies. So like she sealed off her burrow so that they couldn't get into her burrow, because like overnight there was like hundreds of fruit flies.
Yeah, this morning we woke up and we're like, oh my God, what the hell is going on here? I don't know if that's
something you guys have experienced, but I don't know where they came from.
I think that torpedoes, if you're in Texas, I think that the humidity has a lot to do with that coconut fiber shit getting like moldy immediately. Here we're not humid, so we really don't have a whole lot of problems with mold. I think that we keep our temperatures fine, but the super humid outside air.
He's had the flies too.
Oh yeah, stupid little flies. Like we had to get those wingless fruit flies to feed the Phidippus for a little bit because she was just too small. They just
multiplied.
And I didn't know what I was doing because, again, can we move this so that the stupid pointer's not up my nose again? I didn't know what I was doing, and so like I didn't know they didn't have wings, and so like I took off the lid expecting them all to just fly up, and they just kind of like crawled out all over, and I was like, oh my God, fruit flies everywhere. So
yeah, the mold in the cobalt's cage, we noticed like a
couple little spores.
It was almost like beads.
Yeah, like little beads.
And then
it was kind of green and white, and then it started, and then this morning, because we were planning on rehousing her anyway, once we noticed that thing, we were just trying to wait till, because real life is stupid, stupid busy, and we were waiting till we had a day to do it, which was today, and it was a good thing because we woke up and was like, oh my God, this is bad. And it really wasn't, it was in the front of her enclosure, but it hadn't penetrated back far at all. So it was just like the front glass where we could see that looked like a lot, but it was okay. So I think we got it around time, but now she's pissed and pouting on the ceiling. She won't get off the ceiling. Dork is just like hanging upside down.
We also
why?
We also rehoused.
God, we rehoused the Ceratogyrus darlingi.
So we got a darlingi from the expo this year, and that thing is a bitch.
Oh my God.
We've rehoused her twice now,
and both times she's escaped.
She
Both times.
runs and she bolts.
She bolts immediately, and she's freaking fast as hell. And last time,
She's only what, this big?
yeah, she's
So
pretty
she's fairly small, but she is the fastest thing I've ever had.
No, we have.
Well, we
Pokies.
had the HMAC,
Oh, we have
but this
Pokies
one
too.
is worse than the HMAC.
Well, the difference is that this one bolts immediately, whereas the HMAC did not. And my Pokies do not. They do not. I'm very, very
The
careful when we
HMAC,
go in Pokie enclosures.
This
but
one and
this one, you poke it and it just takes off.
and the Sun Tiger are the worst three that we've had.
For
bolting.
Yeah. Oh, the Pure Mini escapes every time.
Yeah.
So now the new rule for this Ceratogyrus is in the bathtub only.
So we're gonna have a lot of bathtub videos.
It's better than having. Today I was pretty pissed because she jumped off the table and ran, and I thought she was gonna hurt herself. I was gonna lose her. I was gonna have this poor T stuck in my kitchen somewhere, like underneath the dishwasher or something.
I'm not making a film out of that for a video.
It was bad. I was swearing.
Anya started crying.
Anya started crying because I was like, oh my god. So we won't probably put that unless the whole thing is bleeped, because
All the swearing.
Yeah, quite a bit. This poor little thing though, I was talking to her afterwards because I talk to them all the time, and I was telling her,
Spiders?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course I talk to them. Of course I'm going to talk to them.
They don't talk back. Just so you know.
Maybe they do. You don't know.
They don't.
You don't know.
They don't even understand what she's
Shut
saying. They don't care. Don't say that.
So I was talking to her and I was like, your survival instincts are gonna get you killed, you idiot. Stop, just go into the nice house that I've made for you and stop trying to run away.
Can you imagine
and get
being that size and
stuck.
jumping off the table? That'd be like
I
jumping
know.
off
That's
Everest.
crazy. Maybe not that extreme.
Okay, so Empire State Building.
I don't know.
Closer?
You'd have to do the ratio on that, and I'm not good enough at the math.
She's small enough that it didn't.
Well, she's an arthropod too.
She didn't care.
She didn't care.
ran
She
like
was
hell.
fine, but it scared the hell out of me. I'm trying to develop a taste for wine. It's not my
You
favorite
love it.
thing. No, I really don't. He loves it, and so I'm trying to be like,
Hers is disgusting sugar.
it's not. Mine is so much better. Mine's a white Zinfandel. And it tastes like fruit. It doesn't taste like rancid grapes.
No.
Yes.
No, mine's
His
good.
is
Yours
a
tastes like-
Merlot, and I like tequila and vodka. Wine is difficult for me.
Wine is a sipping drink.
Right,
Now,
I
if I'm gonna
can't
go with
sip
hard
tequila.
liquor, then it's all tequila and vodka. Love tequila.
And so when we're having, like, if we want to have wine time, which is what he calls it, wine time, I can either shoot for doubles of tequila and be sloshed
But beer is great.
immediately.
Beer is.
I do like
beer's
beer, too.
Always
Scotch, not
Beer's-
so much.
Scotch. No, I'm not a big Scotch fan.
Tastes like perfume. But because he's on this wine time thing and he wants to have sipping drinks because he won't sip scotch because it tastes like perfume. So I'm trying to find a wine that I'll actually like. I'm getting to that point.
Too old. Too old. What?
I'm getting to the point where if I shoot tequila the next morning, I regret it. But I'm
Yeah.
not to the point.
It's fun while you're doing it though.
Yeah, it's really fun while you're doing it. So I am okay with.
You couldn't be much older than me.
Yeah,
Torpedoes.
we're old. Very
no,
old.
we're not old. We're advanced in years.
Is that what we're calling it? Yeah, but you have scotch, so you can sip the scotch, the perfumey, disgusting scotch. Oh, pfft,
We're older than you. I am. She's
I'm not.
She's not.
I am 39. I'll be 40 in January.
I'm 45.
So
What? All right, Kevin's got his beat.
all right, what do you drink then, Kevin?
What does Kevin drink?
Do you drink these delicious wines, or do you drink delicious perfume garbage? whatever.
See, now you've offended him.
Oh no! I'm sorry, torpedoes. I didn't mean to offend you with telling you that your drink tastes like perfume.
No, your drink is fine. It just tastes shitty.
Wine is shit.
And it's not good.
Good for you, Kevin.
Nobody wants to drink it.
What, perfume?
No, I'm just being offensive. Scotch.
You're good at that.
I have a lot of scotch, actually. At least he's laughing.
Probably not in real life. Probably he's like, fuckers.
We actually have like, what, 3 different kinds of scotch?
We have a bar. What? Yes, ma'am.
We have a whole bunch of scotch. We have like
a bar.
$6,000 worth of alcohol in our closet.
Why are you telling people
They
this?
don't know where we live. What are you gonna do? Come steal it? We don't know. We don't drink most of it. It's there for
guests.
Company.
Yeah.
So I think we have like 3 different.
Yeah, I can totally see that, Kevin.
What's that?
Hello, Tarantula Arc. How are you doing?
Yay!
Well, we figure it's a Sunday. It's the first day of snow. Corbin is off. We're doing a live, so we need some liquid courage since we suck.
We suck at lives.
And
see, tequila. That's right.
well, tequila is delicious. But we're drinking wine so that we're coherent. If I drank tequila, which I can certainly do at 4 on a Sunday afternoon, but then I will be completely.
Well, if we're live much longer, I'm going to start slurring my words. It won't make much sense. So.
Well, that's a good image to present.
We didn't run off Tarantula Arc. We have been struggling with finding time to do.
We're struggling with real life being in the way of everything.
So that's why we went live. We were trying to figure out if people would rather have us do videos.
Quality or quantity?
Quality or quantity? What's
the
trade-off?
The analytics say if you do quantity, then you do better. That's just how it is. But I don't have time.
Some of these guys that do videos every day, their subscriber base is seriously climbing.
Yeah.
Because they're doing stuff every day. And I feel like if just looking through the analytics and stuff, tell me if you guys have a different experience, but if I do a video every other day, the analytics
go up,
constantly looking really good. If I do a video every 2 weeks, my analytics go to crap immediately, even if the videos are incredible or as credible as they can be for me.
Yeah. Well, your videos are like fucking Avengers movies.
Stop saying F-bombing.
Sorry. So that's how usually I find videos of people I like too, is through everybody else. So it's a nice little community. Anyway, so that's why we started the live, because we were talking about that question, Tarantula Arc.
We were debating about it earlier, and I was like, let's go ask some other people.
Yeah.
See what they think.
But our real life is kind of taken over.
We haven't done a video in 2 weeks, and we probably have like in footage. We probably have like 6 videos in footage. We just can't find the time to do the editing.
Because one of it is whenever I get a minute with him, I'm like, I just want to hang out with you. I don't want to do anything other than hang out with you. So that suffers, or videos suffer, because I'd rather spend time with my husband than entertain the masses. I'm a terrible person.
The masses of 350.
Yes, the masses of 350. So, but yeah, I don't know about sucking at editing torpedoes. I like your videos.
Yeah, me too. The only editing I really do is I put the little things I get on Fervor, which if you guys don't know, like the little spider couple things, those are Fervor. You pay $5 and you get like an opening.
That's a good idea, Kevin. I'll take over the Instagram account, because
you should.
Some people
and then we don't
ever put in scientific.
I try
videos.
to edit out all the garbage, because we film everything, which is, and so I'd say 90% of that's garbage, and then I put an end screen on it. That's pretty much it. I cut out Amber. I'm just kidding.
He does. And then he bitches at me. You never want to be in videos because you think you look dumb.
She does. She's like, I don't want to do it.
Well, it's because I look gross from regular life, and
She never looks
I have to
gross.
look all gussied up for people.
Look, you just got out of the shower, no makeup, no nothing. And
Yeah,
you're
but I got out of the shower. is the
absolutely
point.
beautiful.
As the point is, I got out of the shower. So, like this morning, I looked really horrible, and I was wearing Johnny clothes, and there's no way that I'm gonna let myself be filmed. Not because I super care what I look like, but because I don't want it going down in posterity that I look like Scraggle Hag over here.
Scraggle Hag.
Yes. Everybody is Scraggle Hag at some point. Right. But usually you don't film yourself looking all scruffy hobo man. Because then it
That's
goes
what she
down in
calls me
posterity. Yeah, that's
when I don't shave.
You don't go for the scruffy hobo man look because you're putting it out there for everybody to see. And
See, when I shave, then I get all this crap. Yeah, razor burn.
it doesn't matter. If I haven't done my hair and I look like absolute ass, I don't want it being recorded so that everyone's like, oh my God, are you ill? Is there something wrong with you?
So maybe we should just stop worrying so much about the video and just put it out.
I don't know. Maybe. It depends. And here's my thoughts on that as well, because
Are you responding to?
yeah, oh yes, I'm responding to you, Tarantula Art. I'm saying everybody goes through different points in their life. So like when I was 19, I was super skinny and I wore these huge baggy clothes and I wouldn't let pictures be taken of me because I didn't like the way that I looked. And now I wish that I had taken more pictures because I would think, oh my God.
I think no matter where you are in your life, you're going to feel that way.
Right. And so that's why I try to be like, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Everybody looks like Scraggle Hag at some point and it's okay. But I don't want to look too much. I don't either, which is why I have like shaved heads and.
I think that's a recent development though. She's just like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. I can look like people of Walmart and it's okay. I'm okay with that now. And I feel it's been a turning point in my life.
I've seen you on videos and you do not have a big forehead.
You do not have a big forehead. You dork.
Dork. Are we trying to offend everybody?
Yes. It's the line.
F-bombing and calling them dorks.
Telling him bourbon tastes like perfume. Go.
With Scotch.
Oh, yeah, Scotch. No, he says he likes bourbon too.
Oh. Which
also tastes like perfume. It's like vermouth. It tastes gross. See, there you go, Kevin. That's so nice. I know that too. I know lots of obscure facts that have nothing to do with
You're
anything.
Way smaller than a whale penis.
I am, or she is.
No, everyone is.
Well, everyone is, yeah. Bowhead whales. Maybe we should not talk about this.
How big is it?
12 feet. Don't have a fat face. God, stop being so disparaging, friends. Look at me. I'm drinking wine on a live. That just got out of the shower.
F-bombed every 3 seconds.
I know.
And we're talking about whale penises. You know,
stop it.
You know that YouTube's gonna just take this off.
That's probably true. They're probably gonna be like, "No, these fuckers are off." Booted.
You said it again.
Sorry. Yeah, right. No, I don't think so.
That's just because
we've been on here. We've loosened
drunk.
up. Yeah, so we've been on here for almost an hour, mostly talking to Kevin because Kevin is stuck with us. Way to go, Kevin.
Kevin and Torpedoes have been here.
Yeah.
Kevin was first in, then Torpedoes.
You guys are.
And we're so boring.
Really? Why? You guys are. We're all gonna get banned. I don't know if you guys swear as much as we do.
Oh, they probably do. I bet Torpedoes does.
Oh, we always get in so much trouble. I try. Okay, so my parents are super religious, and I have to really, really watch what I say around them. It's respectful. I don't want to F-bomb in front of my parents and just be like, God damn it.
The funny thing is when Anya does it.
But because this is my everyday language, Anya forgets. And then, oh, Excellent. Good job. That's right. So Anya goes to my mom and is like, Mom, Grandma, what is a bastard? And my mom's like, where did you hear this word?
Didn't she say that when somebody cut you
Utah.
off in traffic? She's like, that bastard.
Yeah,
She's like 5.
Bastard, asshole. What is? I'm like, Anya, those are grown-up words. You can't say them. Please watch your mouth. But she forgets because she's 5. And so
That's
then
right,
she says
especially in Utah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a joy.
Yeah, that's her entire family.
So I try to be respectful, but because it's my everyday language, I forget sometimes. So
you have something for us?
No, she has something for Angel.
For Angel, okay. I have your stickers, by the way. Both of your stickers.
You're not
Angel and Amy's.
You're not popular.
I'm never popular. But I have them all over I take this mug, this big thermos to work every day, and your guys' stickers are plastered all over it.
It's on my thermos too. But I don't put coffee in my thermos because straight black coffee tastes like ass.
No, it doesn't. It's the only way you drink it.
And we also have some stuff on our computer. I stick it on my laptop. And then we wear you guys' shirts as everybody's shirts.
Well, we have, this is...
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for coming in and spending time with us.
Bye, Kevin.
It was nice to talk to you. No way, Amy. We'll send them to you. Just send me your address.
We just started with, who is it? I just started a...
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin.
Teespring. Have you guys heard of Teespring? They do like shirts and things like that. So we just did an account with Teespring, but we haven't put it on any of our videos yet. Show me your shirt. And this is from Teespring. So we just need to put some of that on there, and then we can...
We need to actually do a video.
So if you guys want something, let us know, and we'll have it printed and sent your way. But I think they just make it as it's ordered. So it takes a little time, but we can get it for you. And then I have this one. I obviously didn't make this one. I bought this from Richard because his channel is awesome.
I know. We were thinking that we need to just get like a bunch of shirts, just order a whole bunch, and then start passing them out to all our friends because we need to be popular with our no video putting out skills. An animal room. Oh, I want an animal room. All the animals are in my room. I'm taking over.
If you guys have do you guys have my email address? If not, it is CorbinAmber14.
No, Arachna Sessions, dum-dum.
No, just send it to CorbinAmber14@gmail.com. Send me your address and I will send you stickers.
Our stickers are cool. Oh, excellent. Good job, Angel. Or, I mean, sorry, on torpedoes.
What do you do?
He did a video on his animal room. So send us your address, and we will send you stickers. Because they're cool. They look exactly like this. Isn't that tricky?
Better.
Well, like
the ones we got from
we
Teespring,
could just say
they're
like
small, right? We need bigger ones than that.
I could just say I'm sending out stickers and then go to the dollar store and get like some butterflies.
Then
butterflies. Everybody would be pissed at me.
Just write Spider Couple with Sharpie.
Get this crappy logo or
just the round, the labels.
Yeah, the white labels and write Spider Couple on it. In my crappy handwriting. It's cool. Subscribe.
She wouldn't be mad.
Fine, I'm gonna do that then.
We'll sign
You're
it.
gonna
Spider Couple.
You're going to regret that, Angel.
We'll send her some of those too.
I know our weather turned to shit today too.
Yeah, it snowed all morning.
Angel, sorry, I wasn't ignoring your question about the Dark Dens video. But I haven't seen that video. I haven't done anything. I haven't watched anybody's videos, and
Darkden was wearing your t-shirt. That's freaking awesome. Did you send him a t-shirt? Or did he?
Torpedoes, send your ideas out. That's what we did. We didn't come up with this logo. We paid for it. It was not expensive.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said. Fervor. Is it fervor.com?
I don't know. You're the one that does all that shit, not me.
I don't have my phone. But fervor.com, I hired somebody to do a logo because before I had just a spider picture that I had taken on my camera, and I modified it in Photoshop, but it wasn't very good. So I went to Fervor, and I got all these different logos, and I just picked the one I liked, which was the one we use now.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that logo. And then I go to Fervor because I have a logo with the transparent background, and they do all the beginning like animations for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like $5. $5 for a logo, $5 for an animation.
Yeah, it's really
easy.
Go to them and get it. And Angel, you know he's worn it because it's a cool shirt. And because you are popular. It's a nice shirt. And
Because their channel is awesome.
yeah. Really? I'm gonna go watch it. Did you put the video out yet, Torpedoes? Because I am very interested in the Age Book Cookies videos. When I get one, I'm gonna be excited. Very excited. Oh, good. I'll have to go watch it.
I'm gonna tell them what the Fervor site is, because it's been very nice.
Who texted me? Why am I popular? Do you guys ever get that feeling when you get a text and you're just like, what do you want? Hello, House of Invertebrates. Sorry, I'm not talking about tarantula things again. Are you surprised? Yes, please do torpedoes, because when I get one, I need some information because I've never had one before. And invariably, I end up housing them the first time incorrectly, and then I'm like, oh my god, this is a fossorial species. I had better not be an idiot and rehouse it. I do that all the time.
If I go out of here, is he gonna disrupt?
They can still see us, but we can't see them. So like we could be doing stupid things and they would see us, but
Okay, so fervor.com is feverr.com.
F-I-V.
Fiverr.
I think that's said Fiverr.
Fiverr. Fiverr.com.
Don't close that.
There.
There you go.
Fiverr, right?
Oh my god, House of Invertebrates. Are you okay?
Why?
She's got a golf ball size swollen lymph node
Jesus.
and an abscessed tooth. That sucks.
Yeah, that sounds painful.
That sounds really awful. I'm sorry.
You need more.
Or do you?
Yeah.
I had a hard time getting the cork out of mine.
Did you get the cord back?
No. Duh.
I'll put it back.
Okay. So really look, I have the whole bench to myself because he left. He forfeits his right to sit here. So how's everybody doing except for obviously House of Invertebrates is sucking. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to bounce the camera. That's right. It is my channel. He can drink his wine over there. I have the whole bench. This bench is really puny, you guys. Like, seriously, look at it. I'm going to try to show you. Look, it's a settee. It's so tiny. And we have to fit his giant ass on it next to my giant ass. And it doesn't work very well because we're both too big for this bench. I moved over for you.
Were you taking up the whole bench?
I was taking up the whole bench. See, I love applesauce and chicken noodle soup. I keep trying to convince Corbin to let me make it, and he says, I don't want that.
What? Applesauce?
No, chicken noodle soup.
Oh.
I suggested it for breakfast this morning, and everyone said, we don't want chicken noodle soup for breakfast. What's wrong with them?
Breakfast.
We want waffles. I don't know what's wrong with them. Because chicken noodle soup would have been much better breakfast than waffles and Spam, which nobody ate, including me.
I did. I like Spam.
I like Spam.
Does anyone
too.
in here like Spam? I love
like
Spam.
I like Spam, but I didn't eat it this morning. You guys know how you're getting old. I thought about this the other day. I went to push the brake in my car from pushing the gas and damn near rolled my ankle from trying to push the brake. Without damn near twisting my ankle. Oh no!
What?
Our connection is unstable.
Oh, it's stabilized. So, Spam and eggs
is delicious.
is delicious.
It's really good.
On toasted bread would be fine, but Spam and eggs.
No, you like Spam sandwiches.
I do.
They're delicious. Am I okay because I rolled my ankle putting the brake on? Yeah, I'm fine. I just was like,
not.
God, I'm old. I'm not. I limp around decrepitly because I'm too feeble to drive anymore. Spam is delicious. I had a choice between Spam, sausage, and bacon, and I chose Spam, and then didn't eat it. Hello, Solomon. How are you? And House of Invertebrates, you're damn right every morning with a chicken noodle soup. I thought it would have been a delicious breakfast, but everyone vetoed me.
It's taken like 4 hours to make it.
Worth it. I don't know why you all need to eat waffles.
Waffles and eggs and Spam.
Instead of chicken soup. Whatever. So, are you guys getting super? I love corned beef and hash too, except not with big onions. My dad always chops up huge onions
See, I
and
love
sticks
raw
them in them.
onions.
Ew, no thanks.
She hates raw onions. I love raw onions.
I don't need
onions on my
onions the
burgers.
size of fucking onion rings
No.
in my corned beef hash.
Onions are great.
It's fine if they're
No
cut
onions.
very small dice, like maybe 1/8 of an inch dice.
See?
But yeah,
You're just the oddball.
yeah. No raw onions. If it's for flavor enhancing, great. If it's for getting raw crunchy onion instead of, and that's the only, it's so overpowering of a flavor.
No.
If you eat into a giant raw onion, it overpowers every single other flavor, and then you don't get to have any of those other things. We're reading your comments. Hold on. I'll stop babbling for a sec. Oh, I'm excited for your breeding, Solomon. Are you going to video it and then share so that we can see the carnage, the inevitable death? See, if I already had in House of Invertebrates, if I already had chicken noodle soup, I would have eaten it. But I didn't. And these fools wouldn't let me make it.
Is Solomon, are you US by chance?
We don't know what our LP is.
Well, I know, but if Solomon's in the US, we could buy some LPs.
Oh, we could get some LPs.
If the breeding's successful.
No, he's in Romania.
Damn it.
That does not help us.
That doesn't help us at all.
Yeah, raw onions and stuff, as in like in your corned beef hash where you just rough chop it. I like sauteed onions, yes, if it's a flavor enhancer.
Tragel Arc, are you in like
Arizona?
Arizona. Okay.
I do like sauteed onions.
Arizona's not even far from here. That's like close.
Well, Solomon, I think it might not be worth your time because you can get LPs pretty cheap here for, we have a guy that supplies us for like $5
For
a sling.
slings. If we get adults, I think he charges like,
no, more than $5, obviously.
I
but
think he wants like 50.
Like if you were in the States, we could just come pick them up from you and then see stuff. But why do you not eat corned beef and hash? It's delicious. Maybe not the canned stuff. That stuff tastes. You know, when I was a kid, I ate canned tamales. Do any of you guys remember that from the 80s? Canned tamales. It's still apparently a thing. Hormel makes them. And I thought, I remember this from when I was a kid and it was delicious. And I convinced him to let me buy some.
What?
Because I was like, delicious canned tamales. And then I tried
what sex is your P Metallica?
just like, It's disgusting.
I'm sorry. I'm following. I'm trying to keep up with this conversation. Female. So we are unsure whether ours is female or male yet.
Well, we had an LP that was confirmed.
No, she's talking about the Metallica. She has Metallica. She wants to breed.
Oh, you do? Oh.
Which would be awesome. Would be an awesome breeding project.
It would be an awesome breeding project. And torpedoes, I grew up in Northern California, and my parents were not fabulous cooks. And so I had tamales in a can when I was younger, and then turned into a chef. So obviously that shit is gross. Don't eat it. It's like Chef Boyardee, like canned raviolis. God, that stuff is like mush.
So
our
regalis, I think, is.
I think our regalis. No, I think our regalis is a female.
But she's still like juvenile, so we're not.
Our Ornata is for sure a female. Metallica, I don't know yet.
I
also.
I want to say the Metallica is a male, but I don't absolutely know because after she molted, she's he or she is very bright. So it's hard to tell, and I can't get a good. She's shredded her molt, so we don't even really know.
I can't tell. Maybe with the next molt, she'll hook out. And then I'll be like, oh. If
she hooks, though, Tarantula Arc, I would love to breed the Metallica.
We'll drive to Arizona and do a collaboration video with you because that would be fun.
It's only like, what, maybe 8 hours?
A couple hours.
Is it even 8 hours?
No. Well, that's good, Solomon. I'm really glad that you're breeding something that's necessary in your area. We've got a really large, like, overpopulation of LPs here, I think, right where we are anyway, because they're pretty easy to breed. But our Grammostola rosea is super rare.
They've gone on some endangered list, is it?
I don't know about endangered, but they're just really hard to get.
Rosies,
here now, so.
They used to be super cheap. Roseas.
Yeah, you could get them for $10 for a full-grown female.
And now for a sling, you're going to pay in the U.S. You're going to pay what, $60 for a sling on a rosea?
Where we live, anyway. But I remember buying my first tarantula ever was a Grammostola rosea, and I paid like $5 for a full-grown adult female.
We don't have a robustum.
I don't. No.
I would love to have one.
Our future breeding projects depend on whether or not I can get. I have a couple of juvenile males. My Nandu, not the Colorado velocis, the Nandu chromatus is a male. My P. sazimi is a male.
If anyone has a Colorado velocis male, I would love to breed her.
We have a mature female Colorado velocis, which if I can find a male, I will breed her. I like Nandus. I want to. Oh, my H. hamorai, I think, is a male, but he kind of shredded his last molt and then lost a leg, so I didn't want to traumatize him, and I couldn't really tell. But my G. pulchripus is a male too. So if I can find any adult females pretty soon, as soon as they hook out, then I'll breed them. For right now, I just have a bunch of juvenile males. I have no adult males. We were going to get a mature male avic, but they wanted like $50 for it, and I was like, "You want $50 for a mature male hooked out avic?"
Pet store that they treat their pets like shit in these tiny little
deli cups. Yeah, I was pissed.
They had a mature male
hooked out avic for $50.
And they wouldn't even negotiate.
And yeah, we said, look, this tea is going to die. Unless you can sell it immediately, it's going to die. It's going to be miserable.
We even offered them half the clutch, and they said no.
And we'll give you half the clutch because we have an adult female avic. We also have an adult, she's a juvenile female avic morph type 6.
Which I think she's close to adult.
Anyway. Not that I would interbreed, but I mean, $50 for a mature male? Like that. Oh, sorry. No.
F that.
Sorry.
The Morph 6 is beautiful, and I think she's almost mature.
Oh, Torpedo, I'm excited to see that. Time lapse on a Morph of a Metallica.
60. See? 60 for G. rosea.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, huh? Well, my AC Money, I feel so bad for her. She just is so stressed. She just sits and her butt is all raw because she scraped all of the hair off it, and she won't burrow. I've tried like fixing her habitat so that she is more comfortable, and she just hangs out in the front of her cage looking super stressed.
I'm talking about the
Skeletor. I'm talking about Skeletor.
I feel bad for Skeletor. Skeletor in her last molt lost a leg. She has plenty of substrate, and she won't burrow. She sits in one little matted web spot. She doesn't move.
Hangs out. Doesn't move.
And I don't know what to do for her. If you guys have any suggestions?
She's obviously not happy, and she's an adult female. We've had her for 4 years, so and she's not hooked out. But I don't know what to do for her. I know that Aphonopamas
won't burrow.
Like to
she
burrow.
Won't sit in her. We've tried to put like a clay pot in her cage so that she could at least sit in a type of burrow, but she sits right up front by the door on a web mat and doesn't move.
And then gets her butt all raw and
she's obviously stressed.
I feel so bad for her. I've tried rehousing her, and every time I rehouse her, she has this tantrum and then just sits there and please send me that, Angel, so I can see, because she is. Oh, did you really house them from invertebrates? That sucks. Mine wasn't quite 100. I think I got mine for 85, but it was unsexed. And then I brought it home, and I'm not 100% on the sex. If it is a girl, I'll hit you up and we can breed that. But
for the Brazilian?
The Sazimai. I think it's a male though.
Do you? I wanted to say that.
I couldn't tell. You know, the tricky thing with me sexing spiders is that I'm trying to sex juveniles. So unless there's an actual I
would say most of ours are juvenile or younger.
Right. So
we have a few adults, but most of them are juvenile.
Most of them are juvenile. So I'm trying to sex a juvenile spider, and I don't know if what I'm looking at. Well, I do know what I'm looking at, but then it's always tricky because I have to make the decision. Is this just a male hair patch, or is it an immature pocket? I don't know.
God, even with a microscope with a juvenile, it's hard. It's really hard to tell.
I mean, we have that.
Obviously, we're not experts, so.
Yeah, what do I know? I could be just.
I mean, the females that we know are female are very, very obviously female.
Right. So, I can tell when they're female. And so if they're male, I'm just like, is this a male or am I just an idiot? I don't know.
So even if we think they're female at juvenile stage, we kind of just go, we think, we don't know.
I'm going to call them males until the Nandochromatus, God, I keep trying to call it the Colorado velocis, but the chromatus is very leggy. I can tell he's a male. He's not hooked out yet, but he's a very leggy, smaller body.
Both of the twins, we can tell.
They're girls.
Yeah,
they're girls.
The twins, which are both red rumps, you can tell. The vagans. Even on the glass, you can see they're very obviously female.
Yeah, really very obvious. But the chromatus, I'm pretty sure, is a male. My Gepocropus, I'm sure, is a male. And I'm just waiting for them to mature out and then be like, anybody want to have sexy fun time? Because my Colorado velocis is very definitely a female. God, her molt, it was just like this huge pouch. I could damn near stick my finger in it.
The funny thing about, if you guys have watched our videos, the Colorado velocis, she was very docile.
Yeah, for sure, Angel.
And as soon as she molted, now she's a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
We can't even open her cage without her standing up.
This is a Colorado velocis?
Yeah.
I tried to change her water dish today, and she threat displayed me for a good 5 minutes.
And then she attacked the water dish. She was striking the water dish. I'm like,
you
Jesus Christ.
Your water dish. I'm trying to change it because you can't drink water out of poop world here. So stop threat displaying me. And God, I love Tom Moran. Maybe
fangirl again.
Well, now I've had some wine, so I'm not ashamed to admit it. Tom Moran, if you're watching.
If Tom Moran wanted to steal my wife, he could.
We have.
I'm just kidding.
We have 36 right now, but no. I lied because we got the 2 little Latrodectus. So I don't
38?
know. Maybe 38 or 39. I haven't counted lately, but if if one of my Latrodectus turns out to be male and the other little one is female, total breeding project. I will breed Latrodectus and then just let them go in the neighborhood, and the little kids can take their chances.
I love Latrodectus.
Me too.
They're
I
the
love
most
them.
interesting true spiders that you'll ever keep.
I love them. But if I, what were we talking about before?
You loving Tom Moran?
Yeah, that's because Torpedo told me that Tom Moran told him to get the H. poker piece, and that's why I decided to get it too. Because I watched that video on H. poker piece and was like, Tom Moran told me to do something. I better do it.
You know, I could be doing something for years, and Tom Moran says, "Well, don't do this." And I'm like, "Well, we got to change what we're doing.
Yeah.
We got to fix
We have to
this."
stop. We're doing it all wrong.
Tom Moran is the authority.
Yes, he is. And we're always trying to add. You're shaking the table, dude.
Sorry,
Get your leg off it.
that's me with the table.
Stop it.
Sorry.
You're being a dork, a nerd.
See, we always
Not
follow Tom
one of
Moran too.
these. Yeah, he's the
Mostly
authority
because
on
Amber
things.
has a crush on him.
Mostly, no. Whatever. But I really want an H. poker piece. The problem is that the one I found is ridiculously expensive for like a third instar, and I can't justify spending like $200 on a third instar. That's probably gonna die. We got a Serrata gyrus Marshalli at the expo, and it was second instar, and it died. I really wanted my Marshalli to live, but it was a second instar, and I can't guarantee that. God, 50 OBT slings. Good luck for you. I don't play that.
We have one OBT, and it makes her nervous.
I love, so we rehoused the cereal Pocopus today. We rehoused the Serrata gyrus. That was a fucking nightmare. Just a nightmare. Sorry. It jumped off the table and ran away, and I'm not showing that video because it's every other word is swearing, but
like this live.
Like this live, sorry. I apologize for any offense. But what's my point?
I don't know what your point
The
was.
rehousing. Oh, the rehousing. I won't rehouse the OBT. This one can rehouse the OBT because
I'm not scared of the
it
OBT.
belongs to him.
I love that OBT.
I know,
It's
I love
beautiful.
her too. She is beautiful. But I am more cautious around her. I'm not afraid of her, but I am much more cautious.
I think the OBT is less defensive than the Cereopagopus.
No, that's what you think. You don't know. Because see you later, torpedoes. Good luck on your videos.
See ya.
See, I was I'm more cautious about the OBT, and he is less cautious. Let's see. 2 months. Is she full grown, Angel?
No,
if she's,
I think our GBB is. She was in pre-molt for a good month at least, right?
Yeah. Does she have her adult coloring, or is she a juvenile? That might be it then. If how's her cage? GBBs are kept usually pretty dry, but if she's having a hard time molting, it might be.
Anytime our
humidity.
GBB looks like she needs some molt, I will up the humidity in the closure. And she buries her water dish entirely, so we'll just use syringes and we pump water into her web, which doesn't seem to bother her, but I think that may help her molt.
Yeah, I know that they're supposed to be really dry. And I do keep a larger water dish in her simply because I don't want her to. Yeah, so do mine.
She buries it though.
Mine's a ghost, total ghost. But she flips her water dish or buries it or does something. So I'm always having to dig it out. So that's why when she's in pre-molt, I make sure that I try to at least keep her substrate a little tiny bit, not soaking, not at all, but I try to keep it a little bit more damp just so that she has a tiny bit more humidity if she needs it. So that's just what I would do. Don't sue me if your GBB dies.
Yeah, we're not experts.
Please, because I'm not an expert. That's what I would say to do, but yeah, you could do. That's what we do. if we notice that a tarantula is taking an abnormally long time to molt, like 2-3 months, like our rosea went for a year without
eating
or moving or really doing anything.
Typically, if they're in pre-molt for a long time, we'll up the humidity just a tiny bit.
Maybe to push them into.
And it seems like just that tiny bit that we up the humidity in those cages tends to
the heat too, up the humidity.
Yeah, and we have a space heater where they're located, so we up the heat, up the humidity a bit, and they tend to molt.
To be okay, because sometimes if the molts get stuck or they get stuck in the molt, that could be really dangerous for them.
We've never had one stuck in a molt yet, but we've read a lot about that kind of thing, and we just would like to avoid it.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. That would just be really sad. I would have a hard time. I have a hard time with pets dying on me. Like my little Marshalli sleeping. It's a sad thing. Like poor little spiders.
You lost an HMAC.
I lost an HMAC.
And we have no idea why.
I think it got impacted. I found her like in her water dish.
She was not even in a death curl. She was
flat
sprawled out, with her legs straight out in the water dish, just dead.
Oh God, Angel, that sounds awful. Oh, that sounds really horrible. I'm so glad.
Oh, that's hard.
What weird things do our tarantulas do? It depends on the species. Like the avics poop everywhere.
God, the avics poop all over the glass.
All over the glass. It's just like nonstop poop
rosea
everywhere.
Poops all over underwater for whatever reason.
So does the Colorado roses.
I think it just depends on the spider. Really.
The lividus, the Cereopagopas lividus. No, I'm sorry, the Haninus. The earth tiger.
The Haninus.
She. Okay, so I always put flowers in the cages, right? Because it's cool.
It's aesthetic for you.
It's aesthetic for me, and they just cover it up anyway. She thinks the flowers are her personal playground, so she'll take them and she'll drag them and throw them in the water. And I'll be like, "What the hell are you doing? Get these flowers out of here!" And I'll move them. She'll take them and throw them back in the water and then kick dirt on it.
When Amber moves them out of the water, she'll run out of her burrow because she's a ghost, right? And grab the flower and force it back into the water and then run back down.
Like these fake flowers have to stay in the water.
It's like
she flips out.
It's like she's rebelling against Amber for moving it.
I went to move it today and she came and grabbed them and like
out of the tongs. Didn't she grab them out of the tongs?
I was moving. She grabbed them out of the tongs and threw them back in the water dish and then ran back down her hole. I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
If people tell you tarantulas don't have personality.
Oh, they totally do.
They're high.
Yeah. Every time, my albopilosum was the biggest excavator ever. He would dig these elaborate tunnels and then put up these dirt webs, like webs full of dirt, like dirt curtains. He would curtain off everything, and then the next day he'd get pissed and tear it all down and then start again. I'm like, what are you doing?
See you later, House of Invertebrates.
See you later, House of Invertebrates. Yeah, LPs are weird. My LPs are always super, super skittish. You go to get in their tank and they're just like, don't touch me. Don't look at me. I'm going to run over here. You can't see me. Yeah, and I always try to decorate the tanks. Angel, I try to decorate the tanks so that they're at least a little bit pretty for me. This is why I put all the flowers in there, right?
Spiders don't give a shit.
And the spiders don't care, and they just throw dirt on them or bury them or cover them in web or throw them in the water dish.
I like heavy webbers, though. I think
that's where they go. Apparently.
Like GBBs and anything that webs really heavy. I think that's really.
I think that heavy webbers are cool too, like OBTs, GBBs. I like ghosts, but if I'm going to go to the trouble of making your house so pretty with colored flowers and pretty rocks and nice logs, why are you going to cover it up with dirt? Inconsiderate. They don't love me. I'm offended by them. I just want to give them loves and hugs and kisses, and it will never happen.
So I hate to cut this down, but
I know we need to go.
We got to go make dinner for the kids.
They don't need food.
How long have we been on here?
Like an hour and a half.
Shit, we've been on here an hour and a half.
I know. Their spiders are funny. Depending on one of mine, I went to look at my G. rosea today, and she had completely filled in her water dish with dirt, kicked dirt. You couldn't even see it anymore. It was completely buried. And I was like, You're so dumb. I just gave you water and you didn't want it, so you have to bury it.
Try to soak it up.
Dork. All right. It was really nice to talk to you guys. We'll see you later.
So we're going to come out with a video soon.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about the delay on the videos.
Yeah.
Just other shit in the way.
Yes.
So
Thank you, guys. Thank you for stopping by and watching us be dorks.
all right.
See you later.
See ya.
100%.